Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Nuri Alamin with the headlines. Not only food self-sufficiency, also food quality should be given equal importance, said Prime Minister on World Food Day. Rule of law has deteriorated in Bangladesh, ranks 4th among the 6 countries in South Asia in the list, said World Justice Project. Mild heat wave sweeping over the country, low over bay, maritime ports asked to hoist cautionary signal warn. Not only food self-sufficiency but also the quality of food should be given equal importance, said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on the occasion of World Food Day. She requested to look into how to use food without wasting time in Corona. She said that at this time one should be careful so that no one can create famine by conspiring. Sheikh Hasina also said this while taking part in the celebration of World Food Day 2021 at Hotel Intercontinental from Ganabhavan on Saturday morning. Many international organizations were banned from subsidizing agriculture. But without listening to those advices, the government has always come up with the necessary subsidies in agriculture. This year, theme of World Food Day is Our Work is Our Future. Good nutrition in good production and a better life in a better environment, he also added. The Prime Minister said the Awami League government is taking all necessary steps to build a hunger and poverty-free Bangladesh, the dream of the father of the nation. The US-based organization World Justice Project WJP has said that the rule of law has deteriorated in Bangladesh. Bangladesh ranks 4th among the 6 countries in the South Asia in the list. In the 2021, the rule of law index, Bangladesh is 124th out of the 139 countries. Yesterday, the agency released the Global Rule of Law Index. The WJP basically determines this index by taking into account 8 factors. These include limitations of state power, exercise of regulatory powers, criminal justice, civil justice, corruption, public security, and the disclosure of government information. Out of these 7, only 5 indices have been deteriorated in Bangladesh. No case has been registered so far in the connection with the killing of the 4 people in Magura. 4 people have been detained for the questioning. They were killed in attack by the opposition in the factional incident over their candidature from the Union Parishad election. After announcing the schedule in the second phase, a number of named Sayyid Ali from this ward announced to be the candidate. Since the incident, there has been a dispute between the Nazrul member and Sayyid Ali supporters in the area for the last few days. Following this, the supporters of Nazrul member launched an armed attack on the supporters of Sayyid Ali on Friday afternoon. At least 20 people were seriously injured. 3 died on the way to Magura Shodar Hospital. Another died at the hospital. Mild heat wave is sweeping over the region of Dhaka, Tangail, Faridpur, Mymensingh, Kumilla, Noakhali, Feni, Chatpur, Pabna, Bagura, Sirajganj, Dinajpur, Panchgor, Jashore, Khulna, Barishal, Bhola, and Sylhet. And it may abate from some places, a Met release said today. Rain on 1,000 thunderwalder and accompanied by the temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at many places. Meanwhile, a low has been formed over the northwest and the west central bay of Bengal and adjoining areas. It may move the farther west-northwest side of the bay. As a result, maritime ports have been advised to hoist cautionary signal number 1. Besides this, rain or thunder shower accompanied with gusty winds may occur at some places in the country. Viewers, we are taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back, and you are watching Bangla City SATV News. Southeast Asia Summit this month will invite a non-political representative from Myanmar. ASEAN's current chair, Brunei, said a statement on Saturday sidelining the leader of the military junta in an unprecedented move for the group. The decision by Foreign Minister from ASEAN at an emergency meeting on Friday night marks a shift for the bloc. ASEAN said a non-political figure from Myanmar would be invited to the October 26 to 28 summit after no consensus was reached for a political representative to attend. The statement didn't mention Min Aung Hlaing or name the non-political figure to be invited in his stead. However, the international pressure has been building on ASEAN to take a tougher position on Myanmar's failure to take the agreed steps to end to the violence. It also allowed the humanitarian access and start dialogue with its opponent. A shocking story from Indonesia. 11 students drowned and 10 others were rescued during a school outing for a river cleanup in Indonesia, West Java province, officials said on Saturday. Officials said 150 students from a junior high school were participating in the cleanup Friday along the banks of the Salur river bank when 21 of them slipped into the water. The weather was good enough and there was no flash flood, said the chief of the Bandung Search and Rescue Office. Nearby, the residents and a rescue team managed to save 10 of the students who were sent to the nearby hospital. Another shocking story from Indonesia. 3 people were killed on Saturday when an earthquake struck the Indonesian tourist island Bali. The disaster agency said that the 4.8 magnitude quake struck at a relatively shallow depth of the 10 kilometers northwest of the town of the Banjar Wansari. 2 people died when the quake triggered a landslide that buried their house in Bengali Regency, while another person was killed in the port town of the Karangasem, officials also said. The death toll was not expected to rise, they added. The quake was felt strongly for the 5 seconds and people were panicking and ran from their houses when the quake hit, said the disaster agency spokesman. The killing of Conservative MP Sir David Ames has been declared a terrorist incident by police. Sir David was stabbed multiple times as a constituency surgery in the Leigh-on-Sea in Essex on Friday. The Metropolitan Police said there was a political motivation linked to the Islamist extremism. A 25-year-old British man was arrested at the scene of the suspicion of murder, and police said they were not seeking anyone else over the death. As part of the investigation, officers are currently carrying out the searches at 2 addresses in the London area. However, the force believes the man acted alone, but inquiries into the circumstances of the incident are continuing. Taliban officials said death toll has risen to 47 in southern Afghanistan mosque bombing. Suicide bombers have attacked a Shiite mosque in the Afghanistan. Taliban officials said at least 70 people also injured from the Friday attack. Soon after the blast, the Islamic State group released a statement saying it was behind the attack. It also said 2 bombers killed guards before entering the mosque and also blowing themselves up. However, the Islamic State is a group of Sunni Muslims that shares radical beliefs. The Pentagon has offered unspecified condolence payment to the family of the 10 civilians who were killed in a boast U.S. drone attack in Afghanistan. The U.S. Department of Defense said it made a commitment that included offering ex gratia condolence payment in addition to the working with the U.S. Department of the State in support of the family members who were arrested, also interested in the relocation of the United States. However, the drone raid in Kabul killed as many as 10 civilians, including the 7 children. 3 Chinese takonauts successfully docked with China New Space Station. It is also said to be the Beijing's longest crewed mission to date and the latest landmark in its drive to become a major space power. The three blasted off shortly after midnight on Saturday from the Ziquan Launch Center in the northeastern China's Gobi Desert. The team expected to spend 6 months at the Tiangong Space Station. After the launch, the China Manned Space Agency declared it a success and said the crew members were in a shape. The Shenchou-13 vessel carrying the three then docked hours later in the support in the radical port of the space station. Now sports news. Mahendra Singh Dhoni's Chennai Super Kings claimed their fourth Indian Premier League title with a comfortable 27-run victory against Kolkata Knight Riders in the final in Dubai. Chennai has won the IPL title for the fourth time. Kolkata had to return empty-handed. Mahendra Singh Dhoni's Chennai scored 192 runs for the loss of 3 wickets before batting in the title match. Sakib lost 9 wickets and couldn't score more than 165 runs. Before ending, we go to the Euro-Bangla City SATV News headlines again. Not only food self-sufficiency, also food quality should be given equal importance, said Prime Minister on World Food Day. Rule of law has deteriorated in Bangladesh, ranks 4th among the 6 countries in South Asia in the list, said World Justice Project. Mild heat wave sweeping over the country, low over bay, maritime post asked to hoist cautionary signal warn. You are up to date with the Euro-Bangla City SATV News. And to know the latest news, visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.